Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to make my most serious video yet, hence the attire. Today, I'm going to be running through my top 10 least favourite things of all time. For too long I've been silent about the things in this world that annoy me, okay? As a straight white man from a middle class background, I've never had an opportunity to express myself. Well, guess what? Today, it's my turn. This list will consist of absolutely anything on the planet that could be listed as something. This ranking is of course objective and any opinions will not be tolerated. So let's begin with my 10th least favourite thing of all time, that being wine. Now this may or may not have something to do with the first time that I ever got drunk. I had about 6 glasses of wine in 45 minutes and vomited everywhere. Could be. However, it feels like the inventor of wine just took alcohol and said, so how do we make this as disgusting as humanly possible? Like, I've never tasted human liver, personally, not my thing, but I feel like if I did, it would taste like what wine tastes like. Like, red wine is supposedly, you know, the blood of Jesus in the Bible, and yeah, I can see that. It fucking tastes like it. I'm fully convinced that anyone who drinks red wine are middle-aged mothers and people who are too pussy to drink real alcohol. And if you're neither of those, you're lying to yourself. Coming in at the number 9 spot, I have dog walkers. Now, I have a dog of myself. This is Smudge. He's a dickhead more than anything, really. You know, he looks cute, but realistically, I would sell him for a packet of Strepsils. My point being that I know firsthand what it's like to interact with dog walkers on a daily basis, and holy shit, it's torturous. I'm fully convinced that dog walkers are part of Elon Musk's like Neuralink AI plan, because it's like he's feeding them the same 3 questions to ask and repeat every single time. Oh wow, she's adorable, what's her name? Oh, it's a he, actually, yeah, he's called Smudge. Oh, that's such a good name. Oh, how old is he? He's 8, yeah, he's 8. Oh, bless, see, my one's only about a year and a half, you know, but he's, you know, your dog's so lively, I just would never imagine he's 8 years old. I mean, my goodness, what breed is he? He's a cockapoodle. Yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm running late, I really better get going, but I hope you don't mind. Oh my gosh, mine's a cocker spaniel too, isn't that so funny? But isn't it so weird just how different they can come out? I mean, look at mine and look at yours, you know, would you ever think that they were the same breed? Like, you just would. Burn them, the lot of them. Burn them all. Entering the list at number 8, we have another beverage, Prime, by KSI and Logan Paul. I've tried a few Prime flavours at this point, and I can confidently say with ease, it is close to wine on the list of shittiest beverages I've ever had. And I'm not just saying this is just water, sugar, and in about 3 seconds after it enters your mouth, you get the slightest hint of the flavour you paid for. But because it's attached to KSI and Logan Paul, 2 big YouTubers, you'll find them being resold for the most outrageous prices of all time. I would rather drink my dog's urine mixed into a virgin mojito mocktail than drink Prime again. A worthy place on my list. At number 7, I have the Holocaust. At number 6, I have Voices by KSI and Oliver Tree. Yeah, 2 entries for KSI on this list. This song is like if you took vanilla ice cream, stirred it up with some bits of cardboard, and then invited Shrek over to take a huge dump into the mixture. It is one of the blandest, most boring, and basic songs I have heard in my 18 years on this godforsaken planet. Every time I hear those voices in my head, my head. As Quadeca once said in his diss track to KSI in 2018,
they torture people with your music out in North Korea.
And listen, if I was being tortured, I don't care how much high-class intel I had, I would spill every time I had to hear KSI's heavily processed vocals over this fucking plain-ass beat. I can't talk about this song any longer. See, this is what I mean. My life is so difficult and I have so many things that I just need to express my distaste for, but I never get the chance to because of how society impresses me. Okay. Here at number 5, we have Sandpaper. Pretty simple one, you know, those things that you just, the texture of it just makes your stomach churn. That's what I get from Sandpaper. Back when I did design at school, kids would purposefully come over to me and scratch sandpaper in my ears, and it got to a point where I actually just started tweaking and like crying on the floor. I'm not even lying to you. So if you ever think your life is going shit, just remember, at least you're not having your ass wiped with sandpaper. At number 4, we have Americans. Just in general, as a nation. Unless you're an American who watches the QWERTY LOL channel, in which case, you know, you're chill in my eyes. But the rest of the country, what am we doing, guys? That whole election thing where you democratically elected this guy into office? This guy. What are we doing, America? I'll wait for an answer. And they wonder why the rest of the world looks down on them. And also, I feel like a lot of Americans just have this weird, like, High School Musical complex where they always think they're the main character. Like, I went to Peru over summer, and every time I heard an American tourist speaking to a local, I just actually wanted to... So yeah, if you're an American, I'm sorry, and if you're friends with one, you're not anymore. At number 3, this is where we're starting to get pretty intense with my hatred for these things now. We have cheese, okay? I can't hack cheese. Every time I smell it, or I touch it, I want to be sick. I gag in my mouth. Like, I don't understand how cheese is such a renowned food. We literally, like, when something is cheesy, that's a negative term. If something smells like cheese, that's bad. So why do we, as a society, accept cheese so widely? I will say the one exception to this is pizza. Melted cheese mixed with tomato on bread, that works. I will accept pizza. I'm a big pizza enjoyer. Anytime cheese is used in a context outside of that, haha, no. I also have a bit of really odd, specific personal trauma related to cheese. In year 5, we went to this theme park, but the teachers wouldn't let us in unless we finished all of our packed lunch, and they gave me a cheese sandwich. I fucking hated it, so I had to sit there for 45 minutes trying to slowly nibble this a disgusting cheese sandwich as the teachers just watched. That, I guess you could say, left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm so alone. Coming in at number 2, just short of that first place spot, we have UK winter. I think winter is a cool season, okay? The snow is sick, Christmas is cool. If you live in a country that has really aesthetic, lovely looking winters, the ones you see on Pinterest and all, that's awesome. England has the shittest winters ever. Firstly, it gets dark at about 3:45. I'm recording this at like 4:15, and it is pitch black outside. And this would be more acceptable if during the daytime our winter days looked more aesthetic. But they fucking don't. Instead, it's just grey. Just complete and utter monochrome. Okay, look at this video I took on my dog walk today. Of just a blanket of grey on the sky. There's no colour. We don't have snow. Okay, we don't have like aesthetic, frosty looking winters. No, we just have day after day of grey and grey and grey and grey. And it is the most depressing shit. This is why people in the UK are depressed at the moment. God, it's ironic, you know, I'm talking about winter and I'm getting heated here talking about this. But ladies and gentlemen, my hatred for UK winter cannot compare to my hatred for the number 1 spot on this list. Strap yourselves in, because I am about to tell you about the objective worst thing to ever grace humanity. I am of course referring to Dance Monkey. I don't know what kind of fucked up people are behind Tones and I, but whoever they are, lock them up, make sure they never see the light of day again. Unless they're in Britain, because there's no light to fucking see outside, it's dark, but still, this is undoubtedly the worst piece of music I have ever heard. It's got the similar kind of vibe to Voices, where it's just so horrifically basic that you just want to tear your fucking hair out. But in addition, it has the worst vocals I have ever heard in my life. I said, oh my god, I see that radiation. Shit. What the fuck's that? Are you Gollum? Are you Gollum? Is that real hard? And it just goes on for so much longer than it needs to. And it's one of the only songs that genuinely, if I ever hear it on the radio, I will start tweaking. It came on in the car with my family the other day. I genuinely looked at my dad dead in the eyes through the fucking windscreen mirror up top. I said, Dad, if you don't turn this song off right now, I'm opening my car door and jumping onto the motorway. And with that, everyone, my list of my top 10 least favourite things has concluded. Please let me know what you think of the list in the comment section down below, and feel free to leave your own list of your own. What the fuck? Some people are having a fight outside. Hold up. What the fuck? Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye?